we knew, say, a young side, they were going to come out early doors with tempo and try and get under our skin. First 10-15 minutes they probably did that, but we regrouped, we got the control back and got that edge back, and Alan just talked at the end of the game there, games are won 50-60 minutes in, and that's when we scored the bulk of our tries, and that's when we looked our most dangerous. So to put in a performance not just for 40 minutes or 60 minutes but for, say, a whole 80, weather their storm and then just go on and keep building and building and going through the gears was something very impressive and a happy thing for us.
Very physical game there as well. What's the importance of discipline in a game like that?
Yeah, well, I can hardly preach getting a yellow card, but discipline in those types of games is important. We knew that they were going to bring as much tempo and much as aggression as us, but it's all about control and keeping 15 men on that field. If we do that, you've shown that if we can weather that storm and we can go on to win. So discipline is huge in those games. I mean, everyone wants to prove a point. Everyone wants to prove to their first team coaches why they should be in that first team squad. So tempers and emotions are always high. It's just about keeping that control and putting a collective performance in.
Wanderers dominated large periods of the first half. A lot of the scores came in the second half. Do you feel like that first half was, your way of sort of wearing them down a bit?
Yeah, absolutely. I think a few things just didn't quite click in that first half. Took us the time to regroup at half time, talk about a few messages, what Sale were doing well, what we weren't doing quite so well, and once everyone was on the same wavelength, we showed in that first 10-15 minutes what we can do and what we're capable of. But that first half, yeah, we did keep bashing down the door, and I think a try before that half time would have really seen them off. But we had to wait and weather the storm again slightly. But no, it was some impressive stuff out there tonight.
Two big games for Wanderers coming up now. Newcastle and Leicester at home. What are you expecting from them?
I think that with a bunch of guys we've got, there's no limits, to be honest. Newcastle have been putting out strong sides all year, but we play together a lot. We always train together, so the boys know what we're about. We know what our mindset is, what our principles are, and if we stick to them, there's not a side that can take us to it. I firmly believe. Newcastle up there on an artificial pitch. It's going to be fast. It's going to be high tempo, but the boys did all that pre-season for one reason. It's for the games like that. In terms of Leicester, I know they struggled with getting a full 15 out, a good strong A-League side out, but never underestimate Leicester Tigers. They're a force to be reckoned with, and everyone's looking forward to the challenge.